Hello, I welcome you to this stream today. And let's begin with what the title suggests. We'll be looking at deck lists, modern challenge. So I get one challenge for now, Saturday, which is good, honestly. Maybe look at the second one later and then it's easier to process because two challenges a lot. Let's first look at the Pioneer challenge from the Saturday. Won by Azorius Control, Non-Yorion. Second place, Monored, the Embercleave version. Two Monastery Swift Spear. This is two Monastery Swift Spear in a deck with 12 spells. Maybe there's an alternative one drop to play. Like Zurga? Well, I mean, I don't know if Zurga is better. Embercleave is so unbeatable though. I'm still surprised Soulscar isn't valued. Well, Swift Spear is a better Soulscar, right? So like this deck is playing two Swift Spears, so it's questionable whether it should be playing Swift Spear as a deck with no spells. So I don't know what part of this entire predicament surprises you. Wow, 3 angels in the sideboard. You're in blue-white. What's Urge? Urge is the funny Grinning Ignus deck. I can try it today. After all, Grinning Ignus is a card banned in a format of Magic the Gathering cards, an absolutely real one. I've signed up for a Legacy Tour qualifier 190 miles away and with a deck I never played. Congrats. Improved. Ooh, 2 mana Confluence, I guess it's a 3-color deck. Twenty-three company heads, I guess. Kind of a bad company deck, also some legendaries in there, but it's probably still good. Spirebluff Canal, my Lanor Elves deck. Oh my. Two mountains too. So it's 13 green, so at least the 14th one is gonna be added. There's definitely no need for two mountains, like absolutely no need. Even the first one is questionable, right? Given the format. The Plahydra is like 2 extra lands, but it's very pretend land. It's not for Llanowar Elves. Hello from New Zealand, hello. Well, plus 1 Botanical Sanctum. We have 14 untapped green, turn 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 18 red, so we don't need that much red. So I'll cut the 2 Spire Bluffs for more botanicals. Because we definitely need much less red. What is the Thunderkin Awakener doing for this deck? Reanimating Risen Reef? It does seem like a decklist that was worked on by a single person, indeed. Sideboard, Giganta, Herses. Would be good to have creatures. Maybe Scavenging Ooze is not too bad. Like, what do you think of Scavenging Ooze in the format? Is it actually good? Might not be. Yeah, doubling its power just like the free one. Yeah, let's play the creature version because to respect the fact that it's a company deck. Must Vandal, Anti-Synergy, Scavenging Ooze. We have Hazardous Monument to enable Ooze. But you know, I'm just gonna board the Ooze against people who I want to exile cards from the graveyard. Anyways. There's also Free Vending Volley. Blue Red will just bolt it. Well, I would like to see them bolt my 4 toughness creature. Did this win something? Top 8 of the challenge. Obviously they cast a Bolton Pioneer. It's by playing a red mana. It's having 2 instants in the graveyard. It's Fire Impulse. Just the regular challenge. We don't have the special challenge results yet. Elemental. Elemental. Legal in Pure. Bio. Where is Pure? Here. Gladiator. What the hell is Gladiator? It's insane. Oh, Omnath. Jacanta is an elemental for reefers, bros. Good. Cavalier of Thorns, yeah, but it's not a... It's a company deck, so... Cloudkin Seer. Is that acceptable in Pioneer? Probably not. No, it's not. Embodiment of Spring. Healer of the Glade. Wildgrove Walker. It's a solid one. Seems like not much. No siema, Kasiu. Murasa Sproutling Kicker, 1 green. Solid, 3 mana, free, and Kicker, return a Kicker card from your graveyard. So I have 2 Ooze, 1 Hairs. This Hairs is truly better, but... Ooze's company. I'm surprised this is the best Fireball. X plus 1 damage. Okay, it is the best Fireball, I guess. Does this only have 1 art? Should have more. Not sure if it's on Modo. There's this. There's this. Which one is the gacha art? This one? How are Gatos? Gatos fine. They eat, they scream, they shit. All good. I could use some card advantage from the sideboard too, maybe, but... Guess as Reef as card advantage. So it's not the worst. I don't know, Great Henge does not really work with 1 power creatures too well. Close the deck lists by accident. Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker sounds much better than Chandra. Free tickets a fair price. You can also skip a Confluence. 16 green for turn 1. Then we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 red. And we have 12 blue. Yeah, maybe let's have an extra red. 12 blue. Second mana confluence. I hacking love my mana confluences, bro. Take care of what you offer the Ignus. Food perhaps, coins, but nothing flammable. I think food can be flammable. Depending on the type of food. Can definitely find some foods that are very flammable. XT file. Magmatic insight times 4, wow. That is a cool thing, TBH. Kinda like it. Yeah, Galvanic Direction Magmatic Insight is Treasure Cruise at home. Add pasta with ground, meat, and tomato sauce. Wow. I would imagine that soil is not very good to consume. Get it? Because like I was actually ground meat and I pretended to misunderstood it as ground and meat. Free shoutdowns. Unfortunately, to proceed in my Pioneer League, I would have to finish my Pioneer Heroic League where I'm 3-0, so I guess we finished that. I like those sacrifice. Is sacrifice a good deck? I guess you don't play only cooled anvil, so this. Neither does it play Obnixilis, the broken card, which is funny. I really wish Canister would stop trying to be witty funny. It doesn't work for him and all comes out super cringy, damn. Good day, Canister, good day, bros. I played Sacrifice once and I 5-0'd. I played with Shrapnel Blast to deal more damage, but it felt extremely inconsistent and only cooled anvil seemed non-replayable card. Need 2 Dreadball. Wow, 2 Reckless Impulse. You're gonna reveal 2 free drops? What you gonna do? 2 Hazard and a 5 drop. That is interesting. Ooh, Focal Ascendancy. That deck used to be nice, but I think they banned iteration, so it's no longer nice. I got debated. Ubrg, it's just another one of those Nicol Bolas lists. It's like, ooh, what's Ubrg? It's 2 shifting setups. I guess shifting Ceratops is interesting as it's card that is fine against spirits and is not absolutely embarrassing as control. You can board it in and attack planeswalkers. Attack the fairy, kill it. Pretty nice. So maybe the Ceratops is nicer than Skylasher. I really hate that card as I like to play decks that can possibly beat it. Well, you can Aethergast it. Of the stack once. Only one Sylvan Awakening, that's big. What's Dig Up? Say Tutor. Interesting. Claim Fame. So you can haste. A Mana Dork. So it seems like Communal Sphere is pretty nice too. The only enchantment to grab is this. Maybe the enchantment cantrip is interesting. Probably not. They like enchantment cantrip that's Abundant Growth. It's not Abundant Growth. Abundant Growth is the modern one, but there is a enchantment that to sacrifice to draw the card that also makes the land into a Utopia land. Unbrindled Growth, I think, is the name. So that would be more targets for Commune. I don't know, that's good. Expedite to give haste too. Probably more Expedite seems better than Claim to Fames. Like Claim to Fame does not sound real. Expedite is a 1 mana instant cantrip. Oh, there it is! There it is! 4 copies of the card is actually in the deck. That's pretty base. I was like, oh yeah, bro, why not play Unbrindled Growth? And bro actually plays Unbrindled Growth. And I'm like, well, he is destroyed by facts and logics. Some interesting lists in the Pioneer format, to be honest. Some like cool stuff. I understand that Fame has value from the graveyard, but it's also like, so what, right? How win? 1 Sylvan Awakening. You can also attack with the 2/1s, Dorks. How win? Driven to Despair, Working Pioneer. Yeah. I wish I could remove all the basics from my account besides the white bordered ones, and that, or at least not remove. I wish I could just auto set my basics to be white bordered when importing a new deck. Only 2 Lightning Axe. Yeah, well, but I also want to keep my random basics, but I guess we should sell the shit once. But I want to keep those, and it's gonna auto default to those because they're the newest anyway, so it's only a half measure. But the rest of the basics I carefully chosen to have on my account. The exception of those, I don't recall, but I guess I'll keep them. Do I have any booties? I don't know what's a booty. Booty. Bounty. What do you mean? The button? Allow button napytał? Guess not. This other streamer I was watching got paid to make everyone watch the D&D trailer. No, I did not get paid for that. One Elder Gargarov. Is it panics? Yeah, no magmatic insight. Not really interested. Orthopiari Stompers. Oh, it's one of those people who don't play Oath of Nissa, but instead they play Topiary Stomper, which is insane to me. I guess you have like a better density of good cards if Topiary Stomper is a fine hit. Yeah, Topiary Stomper free Kiora. What the hell, bro? Wandering Mind times 4. Now that's a value creature. I said I will never play Yorion again, but I meant it in modern. Or Fable. Yeah, lots of interesting lists, technologies I've never seen before. I want to see how many triumphs are in this deck. What's your VOD of Blue Red Grinding Station? That was a fun league to watch. Hope to see more. Maybe someday. I'm not really immediately interested in the deck though. This deck is 4 Fabled Passage. It's only 2 Omnas. Even in this many cards, wouldn't you want more Omnas? You already have Grove Spiral. Like, wouldn't you want more Omnapmans? Also, this can be right to play 4 free triumphs. This can be the optimal mana base. You probably should have the most variety you can, right? Given that you have like all different costs around the world. There's 10 triumphs, so just play Oshim. So you can play one of each triumph. This deck is very strong, for sure. I hate that I can't just find all the triumphs with a nice term. I have to search for them one by one. Jetmir, Jatora, already here. Spara. Thunder. What's the last one? There's two more, bros. What are their names? Raffines. Raffine. Zander. There's 3 blue ones. Zatora's proving ground was there. Wasn't it? No, it's not there. Chodź tu kurwa Zatora. Two Gruul charms in the sideboard. 3 damage to each creature with flying, so that's anti-spirits, seems like. I assume, unless you want to go for creatures without flying can block the turn, but that seems weaker. Can't play this deck with no Blood Baron of Viscopa though. Hey Canister, a few weeks ago I thanked you for keeping me engaged with Magic during the pandemic and started playing in paper again. Well, I won an LCQ yesterday, so thanks again. You're welcome. $26. You look at top 6. Alright, making sure the mana base of this deck is proper is a little bit of a endeavor. Is there a Growth Spiral deck in Pioneer? Yes. Could play more Growth Spiral maybe. Blue red Merktide without Dragavan, that's interesting. So play those, and from that you play combination of fastlands and some other stuff, but let's wait with that for a moment. Are there 3 Niv Mizzets in this deck though? It's an 80 card deck. And maybe Scarab God is nicer than a 4th. I guess it's still 7 Niv Mizzets. Not sure if Yasharn seems like a main deck card though. I like Rakdos' return in this deck a little bit in the sideboard too. It's probably not a good card, but combo is tutorable hate for field, sort of. Can't find it with the Wandering Mind though. Nice song, I really like it. Whoa. 21st place, Karate Dom playing the Brass Knuckles. It's not the game loss, clearly it was. For you. Alright, let's look at the modern challenge from the bottom this time. Burn. 2 shard volley. An innovative person. Hammer time. Is that Crusher bot BG build? Focal Living Endos. Five color. Wait, this is modern? Chain to the rocks. 4 chain to the rocks, 4 prismatic ending, 4 explore, 4 remand, 4 Teferi, 4 ren. Okay, so just 4 color, but plus the Archon. Does it have black sources? Of course it does. Including the Blood Crypt. Dios mio, this deck. 4 Fotsis too. I mean, 4 explore is like the decent card, but the lengths to which the mana bases of those decks, because this is a band deck, but it just needs to play all mountains. The lengths to which those decks contour their mana bases. It does show how powerful fetchlands are, I guess. Well, it's MG Goldfish typically cuts off a round in this scenario for some reason, so they probably were 7-2. Is there a reason leaving end players don't use Sunken Ruins in their lists? Well, I do use Sunken Ruins, but most don't because it introduces an inconsistency to the mana base a tiny bit. So it has a cost. So it has a cost and has a benefit. I think the benefit is pretty cool and comes up, and I think it's worth it to use it, but it's pretty close, and I can definitely imagine people thinking otherwise and not playing it. It's a utility land, right? It's kind of bad if you draw Island of Tawara and this. Apatra in living ends. Chat, does the idea of the 4-color Archon deck look attractive to you? Also, did this ban deck actually play Fable? It didn't play Fable. Interesting. I think Fable is not that good in Modern, so it makes sense for someone not to want to. Grixis Archon of Cruelty, damn. Grixis is Persist, okay. Rip Haram Bay. Rip Haram Bay. Fairy Jace. Sundering Titan as an alternative target. In your... This deck seems like a deck that does not take Sundering Titan too lightly, but I guess if you board it against 4-color. Played Fable and Rhinos and it wasn't too bad, but if your deck isn't required to play all 3+ drops, it's likely not worth it. Yeah. I mean, I played a league with Fable and Yorion once it released and seemed vastly outside of the scope of cards I would want to consider in my deck. I just like play it for free mana and then you wait. Then it's infinite time until our Kiki-Jiki can do a thing, so for most games it's not gonna matter. But like... Glimpse combination. I had a dream/vision about playing Glimpse combo but with Dryads and Titans with Valakuts, and I woke up and tried to build a mana base and it was horrendous. I think that has been done. If you search on Goldfish, you probably will find some Glimpse Titan decks. I've seen that before. Really nice view of Cat's ass. There was this list which I was also curious about. Start 4 Kaliningrad and 4 Valakut. Well, you might just need to cut Kaliningrad then and accept that. Or you can... Yeah, probably need to cut it. Or just hard rely on the Dryad and not even have mountains in the deck. This deck is kind of sick in some ways. Most played cards, Blue-Red Ragavan and Force Figure. I remember playing Hydroid Krasis and it never felt good. Kurwa, gdzie jest ten Krasis, no? A, nie mam. Well, Waffle for sure is gonna have summary dismissal ready, always gonna... One of the things I think I respect the most out of this deck is... Wow. Hmm. Wait, I thought it had Hollow Storm Giants. No Radiant Fountain. I think Hollow Storm Giants is kinda based in Amulet-y. So many decks to play that looks somewhat interesting. Let's start by finishing my league with... with heroic, but also let's look at vintage decklist too, because why not? Because I think I've seen on Twitter that, yeah. So the Saturday challenge was won by this, by Lottery Shops. Notably, a deck with no instants or sorceries. So it's just for the sake of it. It's not even good in the deck. There's so many cards that you can just... You know, it's not even playing Argon Ravager, there's too many cards. One sphere, one thorn. This is checkmate restricted list, I guess. This was Solarian Academy. That casts Lutri pretty well. I don't think you can Lutri your opponent's spell. Only you control. Late night. What a base deck. Second place, Hogak with blue. It's Archive Trap, lol. Oh, Serum Powder, see? It still is, I played the last time. Last weekend. Does they have unlicensed hairs? Not even. Or Serum Powder based. For Serum Powder based. See, it's all it took. Top it one challenge and then everybody's convinced. Because it is just true. Serum Powder in this deck is better than no Serum Powder, and not playing Serum Powder was always nonsensical. So I think my mission with Hogak is done and I don't need to play it anymore. Although maybe the Grief version is kinda nice to... would be nice to top 8 and spread. Bronze Guardian is super weird to me because it does not really read to me like a card worth splashing. 5 mana, Ward 2, fine, but like, sure, people play Harky's Recall, it just doesn't do anything to have Ward 2. For the most part, and it's kinda hard to cast your 5 drops sometimes through Force of Vigor. It's also hard to cast your 5 drops in general. So I kinda don't understand the allure of Bronze Guardian at all. It doesn't read to me like a card I would want to try in Vintage. So if I was the only person in the world playing Vintage, I would never come to the conclusion that it's interesting. It kills really fast. Like 10 damage maybe from attack. Yeah, it's pretty fast, that's true. But it doesn't kill really fast, it's a 5 drop, right? Maybe I will try it one day. But my experience with 5 drops in shops is that often I can't cast them. How do you make white outside Saga Motus locks with one of your 7 planes? How that helps. Yeah, if it was colorless, I would definitely want to play it as a white card. Yeah, if it was colorless, then yes, but I guess I didn't specify that. The thought of splashing for it seemed weird to me. Maybe it's time to play Powder and Shops. There was a time where when Shops played Powder for some reason. For a bit. No Caracas. No Caracas over a single plane seems like a mistake. Is 7 planes advantage better than playing 5 fetches plus 2 planes? Probably. Lose life. There's a Crucible of Worlds in this deck though, so would be nice to have a few fetches. What do I think of the blue-white Karn / Colossus Pioneerless? I don't know, but I played a non-Karn version of the Colossus deck and it was mightily inconsistent. So it was not really fun. It did a powerful thing when it assembled, but it seemed like you just won't assemble most of the time. But that's my impression after 3 or 4 matches, maybe 5. So maybe it is a wrongful impression, but I mean, you also do play 4 mana Brass Knuckles in your deck. Like that is true. That much is true. Yeah, my hacking love VTubers when they sing songs, especially like when there's 2 of them, they sing a duet and they go la 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 la. What was the song cover that we listened to yesterday with Kayson and somebody else, and they sang, I don't know, it's like a Pitbull song. Something baby. Yes, Rockabye baby. This is a keep. I mean, I have 2 lands and the hand is somewhat functional, so it probably is. Okay, against Rakdos, I'm happy to keep something like that. Can discard a flashback card. Or a creature. I think it makes sense to discard the flashback card. My creatures are gonna be attacked by removals. But if I play the Arcanist now, opponent can't play a free drop. Maybe discard Rage would be smart, but that's some kinda, you know, banking on this attacking. Okay, I can't really play the Legionnaire, because if I get stomped, it's disastrous. I can get pushed, but it's fine. Although, would be nice to have Arcanist and recast cards against Rakdos, but I'll be fine with the Legionnaire too. Okay, we successfully avoided Stomp. Scrox in the graveyard. Can't protect this turn, but it's fine. Should play the lands despite Kroxa, because next turn we can under Legionnaire, Homestead Courage, and have protection up. So how much stronger would 10th District Legionnaire be if instead of scrying 1, it would draw a card, chat? Every time you target it. Missing a card to escape Kroxa. I think keeping 1 protection seems good enough. You only have 3 cards. But this does not help against Kroxa. Kroxa might be problem. Don't want to draw this. I mean, they didn't have the land number 4, but if they just escape Kroxa, I will struggle. Trespasser is most problematic. I have decision between playing the land or not. But I'll keep it for the Kroxa discarding, I think. How much stronger would Lava Spike be if it dealt 5 damage instead of 3? Around 4 mana stronger. Actually, probably no. Lava Axe is not really like 5 mana strong. But the question is, however, what if... What if? That's the question. If 3 mana deal 5 to face sorcery. Burn players. Do you like it? So trivial kill Kroxa, you want Red Borgon. Well, it's punished for not playing my land, yeah, sort of. And yeah, would shock. Well, we'll see. I'm punished if this gets the red board. If not, then I'm not punished. If Kroxa escapes, then I'm unpunished. Kinda. Because I get to discard the land now. There's no creatures in the graveyard, so this can do stuff. Graveyard Glutton. I get to scry 2 to find something. Give protection from red. No, I should give protection from... Now looking at decklists, we already looked for them for a long time. This way you can draw Reckless Rage. It's 1 out. Trample. +4/+4 trample would be 6, 10, 11. Block with Kroxa take 5, so that's an out regardless. No, but it's also an out only if I protection from black. Yeah, well it is because Kroxa doesn't block anyways. It's kind of weird that you have to do give protection and then scry. I mean, champ blocker lets me champ block. That's about it. Can't really have a removal. Maybe they have removal, like small removal. Chandra, I think I'll bottom it because it seems like kinda like it's not gonna work. That's a good one. It does worth risk. Ugh. Yeah, I think it was worth the risk. What's weak against Rakdos? I think Invigorated Rampage is weak. My opponent killed Xir Self. I don't think they did. Feels like I should cut some weaker creatures, like maybe a Swift Spear. Homestead Courage, Sorcery Speed. Ancestral Anger is Sorcery Speed too. And draws cards. Cut two Courages. I think. They seem kind of low impact. Bad versus removal. I would cut pump spells over creatures against interactors. Yeah, but my creatures don't do anything with no pump spells. And I bring, I cut two Swift Spears, I bring four Shroudons of the Skulls, right? So that I still have 3 more creatures over the game. But they're also going to be well endowed with many interaction spells. Ooh, they can Thoughtseize my land. Or not. Because having too many Hopeless with no Strix is also no good. Don't have a protection spell, so we play it. Can't stomp this, so like, so it's not doing to literally everything. Like Dreadbore, I'm not that fine because you can protect from Dreadbore relatively easily, but if they don't play free drop, it also seems decent to me. Yeah, it's cycle the last one too. To find land number 4. Oh no, it's free drop times. Imagine if these Angus were Taylor Swift. Well, but I need more hit my land drop for the thing anyways. Imagine if these were nuts. Sure. Ooh, discarded a tenacious underdog, so it's very tenacious of you, opponent, indeed. Tenacious D. Is it then activation? Or is it tenacious under deactivation? Wow. Oh, they low life total. It's definitely among my most favorite bands. If it's the opposite day. Play Legionnaire. Play Ancestral Anger. Play God's Willing. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does not seem easy to win. Protection from red would make me not gain counters. Don't think there's any life links. There's Homestead Courage in the graveyard. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I only count 13 damage if I draw a land. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, 5, 6. No, it is free from this. So if we draw a land, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. So I need to Reckless Rage now to get more scries before I draw. Well, this would have worked too. Now we have to scry it. So I don't have white. Sześć, 7, 8, 9. It's 5. So yeah, we need to scry to a untapped painless white land, which I don't have many, just the pathway, I guess. And plains and the Ganjo. Easy. Do I face any Mecha Titans? I don't think so. Damn, we're listening to not the one I wanted because it's only one VTuber and not two. So Shadow of the Scout seems pretty strong. TBH in this deck. We did make a 14 power monster out of the blue. We could have had a stomp in hand. Yeah, we will get a trophy after yesterday's failures all across the challenges. I actually finished the Legacy challenge off stream. I got 11th. I went 5-2, so it was not that bad in the end. If you learned something, it wasn't a failure, yeah. I got pretty good hands with Reanimator. I learned that if I rush, I play worse, and that when I double queue, I play worse. Which, will it stop me from double queuing? No. But those are true statements. I played Reanimator. I only played one round on stream and then I finished the stream because ended the stream after my clearly double queuing opponent spent a good minute and a half casting surgical extraction on my Archon. A top deck surgical extraction on my Archon. Raffine's Tower. It's probably Hoplite. It's better to play first. Raffine's Tower, some kind of an Esper deck, seems like. Don't have protection, so I'll just play the Virtuoso now. Can target it next turn with the Anger. Loot away a Reckless Rage. I did not look at the Modern Showcase lists yet. I will look at them tomorrow because they're not actually available just yet. LFG go. I assume they would have wanted to kill. They have... You know, without removals. Can he sneak inside a Hedron Grinder? Well, we could, but that card seems extremely weak, so... Could also not. I shocked him to make my point fearful, but I assume this is gonna be a verdict situation likely. Well, maybe Zeta is not extremely weak, but it's certainly a fun card more so than a good one. Unfortunately, they outplayed me with their shark token. I discarded my reckless rage, so who's laughing now? Yes, if you send me a link, we can look at the decklist after I 5-0 here. Murktide has been crushing prelims and challenges. Really feels like the best deck since Shredder made it hard to hate with Graveyard Hates. Yeah, it definitely is. Four color is the strongest deck, by the way, though. Ooh, Empress. Seems like not Verdict. Do you find with Hoplite, Illuminmonster and 10 there are too many creatures that require targeted spells? I like the Legionnaire, it's been good for me. I don't dislike it. But there is sometimes the issue where you can target all of your monsters at the same time, I agree. Creativity crashes for color as far as I know. Definitely doesn't crash for color. I don't know why it would be. But just 4 color is not that good of a deck, it's like a passive. I wrote an entire article about that. Also saying 4 color is overrated or not the best deck is ridiculous. It's doing the most powerful thing consistently. Other decks are almost at that power level or consistency, but very obviously folklore is the best. It's okay to not play the best thing if it's not in your goals. Yeah. I like Ginger's stream, but I think this opinion is worded at least weirdly. Like the consistency is a weird word to choose. This folklore is like anything but consistent, I would say. Current paper just means it stomps noobs. Yeah, which is true, I think. Just one LCQ with 4 color. With the right pilot, really the best deck. I would argue that it's the right opponents more so, but congrats, not to diminish your accomplishment, obviously. It kind of seems kind of weak. I've been playing Robber of the Rich in the Cyber for matchups with lots of removal. Performed very well, and it little master as a rogue as well. Sounds pretty interesting. Although I think I'd prefer the Showdown, seems better to me. Ale się chcesz za tę robotę. Jest jakiś klasyk. Yeah, I think I prefer, because like Robber of the Reach, you're gonna board it against the, you know, black red deck. Seems kind of bad. Hey Kanik, with the rise of absent Parhelion, do you think that we need to play 4 Lele on the sideboard for the mirror? No, I don't think so. I'm also not sure about whether a rise of Parhelion is actually a real thing. Hey Kaniki, what do you think about the Amulet of Sakura and Red Titan and sideboard? That list seems based, not necessarily good, but based. I'll play it today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. Sure. They draw? They did not draw, right? Oh, you have more than a daily song request. You have just infinite song requests if you are a sub, so please spend them on requesting songs and not on jeśli chcesz za tę robotę. How to beat Red Black Sacrifice. I mean, play a good deck, then it's gonna beat it. I think like the sacrifice is like unassailable, generally speaking. If you're asking for hero specifically, then I don't know. Not sure if that's like bad matchup. You think? Have I liked Arcanus? Not too much. Can't quite attack into Emperor, but they will not have the Emperor. I mean, I can with the Hamset Courage. Ah, YOLO. Probably not good to YOLO because I already grabbed Giganta. Because they can't Emperor this turn, but they could Emperor on their turn when it's tapped, so it's good to not tap. Wow, not using this. I don't have more basics. That's awesome for me. Get to attack for a significant amount of my opponent's life points. So probably not a much difference if we put them to less than 5, because Giganta hits for 5 too. And for the Emperor, we give them a window next turn anyways. Would love to draw a Scout down. Showdown. Resolves. Wow, Drake cards. Okay. Yeah, I know they couldn't cast it last time, but they can untap and cast it always when it's tapped. Well, too bad. Need a showdown now. Zaraz się nakarmię bułka po tym meczu. Split out Emperor, at least. Do you want a flashback? If you don't. Guess they have Absorb, they don't want to. I'm not sure they would keep Absorb in their deck. Miss on a counter the next turn, but we're gonna kill the referee. Like, doesn't make sense to attack them now. It's pretty fine that Giganta is among my Showdown of the Skulls cards. Can't be countered. Well, checkmated. Homestead Courage, my Giganta does not seem to matter. Alright, Giganta, it is your time to finish him. Ooh, rough. I also draw a card. I wish I had a Tompon Notion Thief. You have the trample though to pound through that, I guess. Honestly, is there anything more cringe than being a mod for a large internet community? Is my community large, chat? I guess it's not. It's not small, so maybe it's large. Played a sec for a win yesterday on a local PPTQ. Giganta won me 3 games. Classic Giganta. It's a very good throw. Compare the whole of Twitch, it's pretty large. Fair. I mean, like, allegedly there is 5 billion streamers on Twitch who, like, continuously stream for no one, always, so... Who knows? Me, personally, I don't even consider them streamers, though. So, in my view, it is not like that.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Heroic deck is both unbelievably based on extremely range. Sure. We 5-0'd. Bros. Still got it. 5-0ing the Pioneer Leagues with random decks, still possible. The question will be, where was my last trophy? I don't know. Well, I guess 3 seconds ago. Should have played Heroic yesterday over a Mono Green. Like, for as much as Mono Green, for as good as Mono Green is, it's not actually that good, I think. Because it's inflexible and people just play enough decks that stop you. Like, how do you want to perform well with it in a tournament when, like, so many of your matchups are half, like, 10% to win? Feed the cat, and we're gonna look at the decklist from the showcase.
Fisting is $300.
Congratulations on your big win, sport. Here's some dollary doers.
I guess the Modern Showcase Challenge. Where's the funny living? The amulet deck. Here it is. Okay, so we actually looked at this already. Because this was on Saturday, not on Sunday. I got confused. So out of the decks I copied. Could play Phoenix Magmatic Inside. We could play Grinning Ignus. So many legends and how many DRCs should you play? Bro, I don't know. DRC is base. Like, don't believe in that, it's not base. That is propaganda. It's very good for a deck to have an aggressive angle. It's also exploitable in some ways, but like, it depends if you want to be a smartass or somebody with a strong deck. SCD Popper challenge list? No, but don't link me them. Did they also play other TCG like e.g. Flesh and Blood already? I never played Flesh and Blood. Unfortunately, I only have time for one league today. Today a bit short because I was a bit slow to start. I had some things to do in the morning, and in the afternoon I'm going to Jendrek's place to play board games. So tomorrow I'll stream for 8 hours, I promise, but today is gonna be pretty short. But today I will be playing a league with this. Then we can also try the Niv Mizzet deck again because I can have some Japanese things. And I think the triumphs are kind of base. I'm not sure that's good. What board games will you play? We're probably going to play Kora, which maybe it's a different name in English. Kora Rise of an Empire. This one. 7 out of 5. It was pretty fun. We played like a week ago. Build cities and then you want to make them prosper. It's allegedly a worker placement game. At least that's what the Hendrix said, but there is no workers that you don't place any workers, so I'm not sure if he's right. 7.5. It was pretty fun. I played Ticket to Ride, yes, but like only with my then young cousin. Worker placement dies of cringe. I think worker placement is kinda okay, but I'm also a casual board game enjoyer. For sure, so if you know some of the Twitch chatters are hardcore game enjoyers, they can exercise can say feel better than me, right? I'm not sure what's the word I wanted to use, but will Jendrik be making you guys famous Jendrik pizza? Is it famous? I don't know anything about it. Summation even play Gloomhaven. I played Gloomhaven for a short moment with I think it wasn't Jendrik. Maybe it was Jendrik too. I had a big group of friends. It was pretty complicated and did not capture me. But also I think you're supposed to play a lengthy multi sitting campaign in it and not like a single thing, and I just play a single like scenario, so I think we died to the game, just kind of they died pretty badly. What happened to Elson Popper? Dead? Bro. What the fuck am I supposed to know?
He's a phenomenal control player.
I was asking chat, not
Teeny
you.
weeny string
Fair.
bikini a la la.
Let's play Reefers. Well, I could play Bergi. Next turn Reef and Simkin. They can't counter my stuff then. It's more damage. What board games do you recommend for 2 players to play with my GF? I don't know. I think there's really great board games for 2 players. Feels like rather, well, I mean, I'm a very casual enjoyer, but I don't know of like super 2 player ones that I would recommend. Flashpoint sounds vague, but maybe it's good. Sex, not a board game, but funny comment. Do you think a single player ever used Bergin constructed to both twice? Not really. If I get censored, it's pretty bad. It's so expensive to keep it. Veto. Okay, so I don't have verdict now. Oh mama, oh my mama. You just made me other heroic cards. So they can chill together with in a box with your Song of Creation cards. Don't verdict me, bro. Good, thanks. It doesn't seem worth losing Birgi to Emperor if they don't have verdict. Grab Giganta. I forgot. I didn't undock my Giganta and then I forgot I have it. Typical. Why light up the night over Balefire? Well, it's +1 damage X plus 1 damage versus creatures, so it's like the best fireball like for 2 mana, right? It's 2 mana deal 2, not 2 mana deal 1. Maybe casting Lighta was better. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I want to cast it necessarily. I think I wanted to save it. Okay, let's try Grinning Ignus. I was just wondering the same thing when I read the card, so I guess it is a thing that it's pretty easy to. Giganta is an elk, but also an elemental for Prison Reef. So I think not grabbing it on that one turn could have been pretty relevant for me. Pretty bad. The only red creature spells. Running cast, you may discard and draw. So like playing the land was pretty bad, but I need to play it. As long as I don't have Verdict. Or Farewell, I guess. Can do moves here. Meow! Meow! Okay, we drew the monster man. Do I want to maybe play Giganta first? Maybe they would want to counter that. If there is also draw a card, and you can just. You know. Because they probably have Absorb if they don't have Verdict. I mean, I'm not discarding from Giganta, that's kind of sus, but. I thought about it, but I mean, I don't think meaningful amount, really. Did we scoop the Heroic League? No, I 5-0'd. I was already 3-0 from before. Cast a creature spell. Oh, that's a good one. I think my opponent doesn't know. Oh, Zerkanis. I don't like Arcans too much. So they loop that kills because I spend my light up and I believe I don't have a way to loop now. Like, I don't think there is another way to rebuy that. Does the wallet have haste? It has haste, so we draw to the wallet and then we kill with the wallet, not wallet. This is a Splinter Twin deck, more so Splinter Twin. I like how it gives you an option to discard Harmel, Horn of Bounty, instead of discarding Birgi, which is actually the same. Valaiden. That's the pronunciation. Not even sure if I'm saying it right, but let's say Valais. Ario can play with Mono G, please. No, I cannot. Excuse me, no, I am not. I play Mono Green a lot, yeah, so it's on my voice channel. You should Google it, you will be able to find it. Got a $5 donation when you were gone. I did not notice. Congratulations on your big win, Sport. Here's some dolarities. Thank you very much. Loot whore. I did not notice. Guess you only bring in dispute. I definitely bring in TLS tracker. I'm gonna have a single dispute. 2. Sport and elf. A second elf. Maybe let's board the innkeepers. Infinite life doesn't do anything. I don't actually have any crypto. Right on time, Lanor elves. Right on time. Dispute does not seem the best against my deck, but I guess. End of turn, haste creature grabbed. Not sure of the inclusion of the Awakener, but they don't verdict. We are about to produce some insane value. Can't get Emperored, but sounds fine. Well, let me draw first. Seems odd. Feed her to the sharks is the name of the band. Nice block. A spade actor. I mean, it does make sense to block it, but I'm not sure it's the best block. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. I added it to my channel playlist, which I decided to grow in case someone asks for the channel playlist, and I'll just link them to that. Or if we run out of songs, instead of 4 songs, there's gonna be like a dozen or maybe even 100 one day. And it's not always gonna be Sean McLaurin or S3 Eral Hentai playing when song requests run out. Can use Wanderer. Seems like. I don't know what exactly happened. I thought they were going to farewell, given they started tapping mana, then untapped and they attacked. That seemed like farewell, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that, right? That seems like maybe not the case. Tapped wrong mana, maybe. Rockabye, baby, rockabye. The life gain version of this deck is stronger than this version as it has an alternative beatdown plan. I mean, I think I'm doing a pretty good job alternate planning my opponent out of the game. Like, I'm still feels pretty significantly ahead Rina, right? Farewell, bros. I think Bergi would be better if it... Or the Harnfell would be better if it would be discard a card, draw 2 cards. I think that would be a stronger combination than like what it does now. The exiling is a little bit inconvenient at times. Not the biggest fan of that aspect. I think Risen Reef would be a stronger card, would gain free life, was a 6/6 and had escape. True. Can hit tracker. I think this resolving more important than playing around the verdict now. How many untapped lands do you have, bro? Sometimes when paper players ask you that, how much mana you have? Just like, bro, I don't know, I have 2 untapped lands, but I don't have any mana. And it's not necessarily in my best interest to tell you how much mana I have too. Bro, I had this decklist in my head and now it's real. Seems like. Cards in hand 5. Okay, passes 10. Cards in hand. 0 mana. Yeah, I guess he had 0 mana in my mana pool, but now I add 3 with my Triad Arbor. I was hiding amongst creatures. Spin top, put back the free EOT spin top, pass to upkeep spin top. Do people actually do that? There's definitely a card that would need to require a license. Because even the mere possibility means that someone in the world actually does that. I mean, I do that in Cube myself, so I guess I would not pass the license. So good for me that's banned and everywhere. I don't have impact tremors, I have different ways to kill. Can assemble infinite mana on turn 3. No, I can't because I didn't play red lands. Whoops. Good job. Thanks. Sure, and I go stomping ground this turn. Exactly. Wait, that actually would be a win. Turn 3, because you can rummage through your entire deck and find the fireball. No, I need more red than that. Even stomping ground doesn't do it because I need more red. So actually, crit is averted. Because I will need to spend a red on Simkin and play this, and I don't have a red mana to return this, so it's fine. That's why there's so much red mana in this deck, probably. And so few botanical sanctums. Might play Spell Pierce main deck. Guess. Well, it actually was. Stinky and Ignus. It's that city of brass in the background. That's Lego Taj Mahal. If you're talking about this. Oh shit, 3 ledger shaders are gonna connive now, bros. I mean, this guy cruise just means my opponent has more cruise. So if I go Ignus, will I not cast the cruise? Damn. I go Ignus, return, replay it. So I still can't make 3 red spells for the Steamkin. Okay, I understood why there was so few Botanical Sanctums in this deck. Do top 4 book ever cheater are things they're trying to catch? Yeah, the insects. You have infinite mana now. No? Well, tell me exactly how do I have it, because I don't see it. Ignus costs. No, tell me exactly in steps how do I have the mana, not how much Ignus costs. I know it costs 1 less. Kinda don't seem great to connive, TBH. Play Ignus infinite times. No, exactly. How do I play the Ignus infinite times? I can play it once, but then what happens later? I think I'll pass to not connive them. Try it again next turn. Do I have a removal then? That's pretty tough. But because I added 4 Botanical Sanctums to this deck, I can't combo. Which like explains why it was so many Spire Bluff Canals instead. Next turn you can combo though. They don't interfere, but you know, they probably will. It's pretty hard not to die to Trespass, although that read is kinda makes sense. Can I return in response? No, I can't. That Botanical Sanctum needs to be a Copperline George. Unfortunately, George is not welcome. How they not cast a cruise on that spot? That was so weird. Nonetheless, kinda dead myself. Oh, okay, well. Bros, they're conniving. Oof. Better fortunate than skilled. Yeah, Fortnite, get down, get down. Take care of what you offer today, Ignus. Food, perhaps, coins, but nothing flammable. Said Stovik, village eccentric. Can play the innkeeper. Lol, until now I have Ignus ability as spend mana gain only for sorcery spell amount. Yeah, it does something a bit different than that. Can we dance a weekend? Can we do loot lake? Do you think this deck would play the new Dragon Hydra from Dome United? Probably not. Can't really see why. Yeah, this Runaway Steam Key a cool card. Discuss. I think it's pretty cool. Good spec. Dum 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 dum. And got comboed. Let's now board my scavenging oozes and my rending volleys. I'm not sure if the light up the night is quite necessary when you can just use the valet. Not sure what makes me want to play the light up really. Board out like 3 elves. The Awakener seems kind of poor here too. Slightly better than Banefire. I think so. Because Light Up deals 2 damage for 2 mana, so like you can kill something with it, and Banefire you can't really. Light is
He's
better
a
than top deck
phenomenal
Valet, but also it's a
control
company
player.
deck.
Keck.
You might also have to damage away your Banefire while looping. True. Technically true. So Bergi makes it much easier because then you have proper amount of red mana. Yeah, that is an infinite combo. It's pretty nice that this card has face. Just boss twice with Bergi. Would you say that Bergi would Bergi be a better designed card? Lucky to draw a 2-drop. Probably should play 4 Steam Key in this deck, not 3. But would Bergi be a better designed card if it had a boast ability of sorts? So that you can actually boast with it too? How to beat Pyro, I think, easily. I don't know, even like target creature can't block, something like that.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Yeah, I guess the text is a downside. Auto Style, thank you very much for your subscription. So yesterday's tournament, how do I feel about Mono Green Devotion? Sucks, bros. So bad. Can cast the Ignus infinite times, but that does not accomplish much. Combo or synergy. Infinite nothing, yeah. The best combo. Why not cast the Valet here to set up? Because I'm afraid of the thing in the ice, but maybe. Also afraid of Treasure Cruise being cast. They like made a weak turn. Few cards in the graveyard, so it makes sense for their hand to contain the card Treasure Cruise. Which I think if I stop, it's gonna be fine. And if we draw a land, then I can cast a Volley, right? No, I guess I can't. See? Discarded Cruise. Yeah, I also don't expect my opponent to like not really have removal. They're blocked in attack. I think they have nothing. They have one card, two cards right now.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Poggies.
Poggies. Nice. Nice spell-based deck. What do you not like about mono green? The fact that I was losing. I mean, I only played 3 rounds. But you know, it's a deck where it's up to your opponent, it's not up to you, and that's always frustrating. I mean, also, like, I lost a mirror and like I lost against a mono red deck, which is a very tough matchup, but like to an extent where you can't even do much to help with it. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. And intoxicating in a sense. Oh my god. Oh my god. Searching for a source of infinite manas. Seems like I'm failing though. It is not too late for my mercy. Oh, oh. I mean, I did net deck this from a person playing it in challenges. Seems like this deck could be easily, well, maybe not easily, but it could be improved in ways. So pretty cool stuff. Was Valet versus lethal? It might have been. Probably should have just played the Valet first. What do I think about the state of modern meta? It's fine. The state is fine. What do I think about the statehood of Puerto Rico? I don't. A lot of people are crying a lot everywhere and like question marks. Yeah, those people always crying, bros. It's insane, frankly. Yeah, I should have played a second valet. Also, I should have put Stevens into my hand. This is, I guess, free. This makes it treasure. I think this was performed slightly suboptimally, but now the Steam Keen and I have infinite. And we're also gonna have like lethal, no, even finite lethal. If I'm correct. Which I think I'm actually not correct. This combo still looks somewhat easy to disrupt though. Yeah, but the combo is also like to produce no, it's a combo that produces card advantage, so it's like, yeah, disrupt me at this point, bro. Well, the game one, they kind of disrupted me. It seems like it takes a while to have it infinite. Tap red, you think I would be scared of that? I was not. But blue-eyed not, I mean, pie doctor. Yeah, for sure, but I'm just curious how good it is versus decks like Ragdos or blue-white. Well, you just don't need to combo. Like, you can combo and gain card advantage, it's fine, right? You draw 5 cards, that's almost as good of a combo against blue-white as the other stuff, so... The type of interaction that blue-white has does not seem like it should interact with this super easily. Oh shit, I passed my first turn, I was in the play. I'll just sit back. Well, I guess we're on super draw now. Yeah, like blue-white does not have easy ways to interact with card advantage, right? Card advantage is monsters at instant speed, so it's like... Fine, yeah, sure. Mayhem Devil seems like a tough one to beat though. My deck has lots of small monsters. Okay, I don't think I can beat that. I just can't play any card because they will kill me. Well, if I play Bergi, it still dies. My opponent sacrifices. Pink's face untaps. Bring back, sack, bring back, deal 3 damage to Bergi. Bergi is 3 toughness, but they can kill it still. Because they can store a damage over turn, so they sacrifice card, not return it. It's good enough that none of my cards did anything though. So I have 2 red cub melees. Well, it's not much. It's not much. They want Mass Vandal. Kill the offense. Probably. It's an elemental too. This is what checks toughness, so it doesn't even work with this. I think the Awakener looks any good. Ugh. I mean, I don't know if was this that good and worth anything. Who's can actually interact with card? Well, it clearly can. It's not partly good at that. It costs lots of mana. Could trim dorks. Where did I find it? Top beta day challenge. Got 2 elves. What's the waste of mana when I need to combo off? Well, I'm not gonna be spending my mana on it when I combo off. Yeah, I should have kept up red cap melee to cast it. Do you think this deck is good? Or T only beats opponents who aren't familiar with the combo? I don't know. What? I guess that's a card. Keep the creature in the graveyard. For the Vandal, I did that. So I want to discard the Ignus. How am I at 10 life already? Fallen Kingdom, a Minecraft parody of Coldplay Viva La Vida. It's extremely based. It's company this turn because I can't combo this turn, maybe next. They enable push. I did. Yes, Philly Billy Billy. That's a deck. Can't come on this turn, sometimes takes a while to pop off. And next turn, I mean, I shouldn't die. Next turn we spank. Riburgi. We've won the game, bros. Unless their blood token provides them with something insane. I mean, they remove spells and break the combo, so. So you have the extras in hand. The ooze looked, I mean, not so good either. They have good removal for it. And it kinda bad with Must Vandal. The Dumping Sphere is probably got a Valet. Yeah, probably. I'm not even sure why is there 2 Valet in the deck. Begin with. Let's have an ooze over a Valet. I can see it being useful at times. What's the value of Light Up the Night over Banefire? If you read the card, you will know. I also didn't know what's the value of it over Banefire, but then I read the card and I realized that it actually deals more damage than a normal fireball. Should make a video weekly looking at the weekend challenge decklist and YouTube that. I think it would be great for people to catch up after the weekend. Interesting idea. Does Mango do something like that? Post some videos weekly. Risk isn't a mate trigger, so there is a risk of decking while comboing off. It is not a mate trigger, but it's also not a draw, so you can deck with it. You can run out of the cards in your deck, but you will not be forced to draw from an empty deck ever. I guess weekly look at the deck list, point out the like interesting decks, note some technology. Probably just for modern. Can do that during the stream, can record it during the stream, although it would require a little bit of prep. Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. Two formats sounds like it could be crowded. Pioneer too, but for modern I could. I'll think about that. Thank you for the suggestion. Did we ever play the Vivian deck on stream? I think I played with the Vivian combo, but I swore to not play Yorion, so I can't. Should do the challenge reviews while cooking too. No. Już żarcie zamówione, mordo, niestety. No to szybki maczur będzie zamawiany, czy coś. I can order not McDonald's. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Also ride a motorcycle while cooking and reviewing. Well, that doesn't make it easier. It's a very obscene song. Fuck, 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 fuck. Doom Eternal Reclaimed Air, super heavy fighting, right version gachi remix. It's kind of annoying that the decklists are not available Monday morning, but Monday afternoon for the decklist challenge reviews. Did I bring in the trackers against Blue Eyed Control? I did, yes. I even drew 2 or even 3 cards from a single one, which put me well over the line. As I assumed I would prefer to play trackers rather than Chandra in my collected company deck, which is already kinda sketchy when it comes to the amount of hits, right? Because you only have like 23 creatures right now, disregarding elves. Are we gonna play or were we frozen? It's kind of annoying that the Sunday Challenge decklists take a while to come out, definitely. There's also some kind of exclusivity clause for Twitch partners when you like can't. I think you have to wait 24 hours before uploading to other websites. Like 24-hour exclusivity clause of your stream, something like that, which is kind of BS. I did sign that agreement. Do you think they would catch you? Probably not, but it's always feels bad. I think we're stuck, bros. You're in a game right now. Let's restart because that definitely was taking too long. Do I have a sense of what percentage Twitch streamer you are by number of views? I mean, like, allegedly there's billions of streamers who stream to 0 to or 1 viewers. So I'm in like top 3% by that metric probably. I meant billions, but allegedly, not like not ironically, but it's like thousands, maybe millions. Millions kind of a lot. All right, seems like restarting worked. Thank you for letting me know. Small than this. If you have more than 20 viewers, you're like already in the top 5% of streamers. Maybe then I'm top 1%. Ooh, what a hand. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I'll just put back the stupid elf. Fine. Let's go to Solinome. And we can check. I don't know, we can check how many streamers are there. 16 green sources in an elf deck. I think that's too low. I read somewhere that 97% or so streamers stream for 5 or less people on average. Yeah. But I also read somewhere that Twitch doesn't even track them up until could have kept that up until a certain point, because it only tracks people with like average 5 viewers, but those below they don't, and like you can test it on like a small scale by going to the magic category and being like, okay, 6.4k viewers, third streamer. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 17 streamers with 5 or less. Raz, dwa, trzy. And 15 streamers with 5 or more. So it's like not even 60%. Within the magic realm, of course, which could be different than real life. When you have one viewer, is it yourself? If you open your stream on another device, yeah. I used to have my stream open every time I stream to just have it, to see the chat, etc. before they introduced the stream manager. And when the Twitch thing came towards the end of the year, I was my own most watched streamer. I watched like 8,000 hours of Canister and Escort MTG 1 year. It stands to reason that the one viewer streamer stream way less hours. That is very true. I mean, that's not super good, but... Yeah, because I think many of like... I sometimes utilize Reddit/Twitch, and like Reddit/Twitch, or at least I utilize it once to try to find something, but then it shows up when I mindlessly scroll Reddit for no reason. And on there's plenty of people who just are very sad about how they have very few viewers and ask questions about that endlessly. And seems like many of them mostly play like Fortnite, I guess, and they try to be next ninja, but they can't. And it's kind of sad. TBH. There's this site that shows what streamers you watch the most, but I don't know how accurate it is. Magic, Andrea Mengucci. I don't watch Andrea Mengucci that much. 39 Dav, this guy stole the sparring spike. I guess it's 2 hours of Mengucci. Saturday, 23rd July. Seems fairly accurate. I guess I did watch Andrea Mengucci in a week. I think I'll block the Giganta because it becomes troublesome. And you can finish it off with Red Cap melee. Sax boss. Seems like last week, yeah. You carved yourself a decent niche in MTG Twitch. Yes. Think so. Whoops. Not sure if playing a land is actually worth anything because I don't think, well, I can draw the monument and want to discard them, so probably should keep them in hand. And I don't think I will need much more mana and play. I guess if I draw the Horn, but then still keeping lands in hand is also good. This game turned into an awkward battle. Play one Sanctum to have more mana if needed. If I draw like Reef into company. Why didn't you replay Ignus to block? I guess it can be used in this way too. Good point. Yeah, that's not the most obvious use of Grinning Ignus, even though it's probably more obvious than the main use of Ignus in this deck. Bounce my Ignus. I guess makes sense. I mean, this is pretty pretty nice. All right. Seems like we might win. Oh. Okay. So they drew the Unlucky Witness because they would have played it otherwise. Mystic Hunter. Oh, yeah. That's true. Balls. Because I can bounce and replay and make the Ignus bigger. But then they would have stolen it. Now we need to jump block, so actually was good. Honestly, not sure if it's worth attacking this turn. Because we give them the cards. So maybe wait, next turn attack with 3 creatures. I look at 3 cards instead of 1. They play instants, not in hand right now. Come on. Well, I mean, I had 2 attackers, so they block. Until your next end step, you may play one of those cards. If I attack, then like they block with 3 creatures. They draw, like they look at 5 cards. They can find like Oven to deal damage or a steal effect. It's a pretty weird, I guess, phrasing exactly. Did you know that the Unlucky Witness is actually the one in the shadows and this is just a passerby? This artwork is pretty confusing. But now it's tough because they drew the blocker. Let's wait. No! Oh no, well, we would have died to that. Well, death. Interesting game. Interesting match. Oh no! What's right there? Interesting. Maybe I missed like some damage earlier. Didn't pick up Ignus to play around Croxa. They would recast, so that wouldn't have worked. So they had enough cards and 6 mana to recast. But I also didn't think about Croxa, don't gonna lie. Do you lose 3 life if you discard other half of Flora here onto Crox's ability? I remember that once for science I discarded Shatter School Smashing to Croxa. or rather Shatter School, the Hammer Pass, whatever is the name. And I did take 3 damage, but that was 2 years ago. To this day, it lets you click on the card and say discard the other part, but it's shouldn't be, it's not something that you should be able to do per the rules of the game, right? So I don't know why it gives you that option, but it does. All unlucky witnesses are the people watching Mango's stream. Good one. GG's, thank you for the match. Interesting game. No, not my hole. I think I'll play the Monument. Interesting. How's the match against Sack? Was surprisingly close game. My opponent failed to have much significant going on, but ultimately they prevailed. The monument is actually pretty nice. Nice. Looks kind of clunky, legendary artifact, but the fact that you can just discard extras, the ability is very nice. Thoughts on banned humans in a meta of blue-white control, black, red, and mono green? Humans say deck I have very little experience as a player of that deck, so I'm not a huge believer in it, TBH. Why it's not cheaper? Can reason Reef. If I return Ignus, I then have the mana for it. Let's give a second Ignus for now, it's infinite anyways. Can then grab Giganta and discard the Giganta. The Horn and win? I mean, the Horn is not really what is necessary. They're like, no, 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 this time I've had enough, bro. I kill your Birgi. Sure. So you can pitch the other Ignus, and now I feel like got a clue first, maybe. Wrong land, second Risen Reef. Does that still work? Because it's one spell. I return, replay, return, replay. No, I can't. right? Because it doesn't work with this turn. Burgi. Yeah, let's grab the Ignus and grab Giganta and I don't know, try again next turn. The Steam Key in play. It seems hard to combo with nothing in play, so I guess this turn I company. Nice. Collected company. Where's the placer, by the way? I meant Bergie. Oops. Misclicked. Whoa! Chad, they have counterspell in this format. It's like I said, they have an untapped white, so doesn't even do much, but I mean, it does seem better than Absorb TBH, probably. Like being able to cost two sometimes. Maybe there's some other artifacts you can play in blue-white, but like for portable horror for protocol seems pretty great. It's kind of hard to combo when you're getting disrupted, though, that's true. Very hard with Pioneer Mana to play portable hold turn 1, have blue turn 2. Well, sure, but like, I don't want to be playing this on turn 2. I want to have a 2 mana counter spell for when I play the Fairy on 5, rather. Like, I don't want to cast it onto that 2, that's fine, I think. Oh, the upside is here. It's available. Because, like, keeping the absorbs up in the mid game is also extremely cumbersome. And also easier to cast in Field of Ruin. So it seems really good to me. Even if it's just for the even if it's just for portable halls. Seems like a pretty nice cancel. We'll see who cancels who, bros. March? No. Why there is the tiger? Well, I mean, what's so special about the showcase avatars? I just prefer the tiger. He lost access to sub-channeling Discord. Seems like a common issue. Gets fixed when I restart the integration manually. So it should be added now. But it seems like every day something is broken. What's the prediction for this game or previous game? Only Sent knows. Alright, I'll choose death. Body hot, body hot, body hot, body hot, body hot, body hot. Yeah, the innkeeper seems to suck. These people have to do some serious work. Vandals? Why would I want the Vandals? To kill the portable halls, I guess, to make their cancels cost free mana. I mean, I play against Control and won easily, so I think it's fine. Let's play the Ignus, this way I can play the Horn next there. No. Which should be advantageous against a control deck. Unless, haha, it would get exiled, lol. Guess it didn't empty, so I didn't need to crack it immediately. Torque probably better than the Shark if they make Shark Typhoon. Which they're probably doing to hit the Verdict. Which is gonna be tough to beat, but such is life. I guess. Life stuff too. Do 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 do. Nice. I mean, still, if I get Verdict, I have nothing. Sub Mr. Streamer, hello, Algic. Maybe you should have attacked the Honor Elf at this point too. No. Wait, what? Where Verdict? That does not impress me. The Wandering Emperor does not impress me. Get it? YOLO. Subtle question mark? Who knows? Maybe. Probably not. Chat, settle the wreckage. Chat, settle. Chat, settle the wreckage. No, really, settle. Never settle. Women. Clearly had settle. What's his name? P Hall. True. Somehow beat settle, yeah. This card is kinda sus, that's very good. I'll play the 4th Steam King before the first one. Spell girl with a B. Or bitch, probably. Bill. Well, okay, now I'll play one. Although I tapped out for a sensor. Milk like cereal. Usually milk cereal. I usually eat them with milk, yeah. I wouldn't say a milk cereal. Good volley. They should have kept the veto. Yeah, maybe. One of dispute breaking ankles. Yeah, the only dispute pretty good. Dispute is kind of plays nice with you know, with the companies, because you get to play a bit of an instant speed and put them in their like tough spots sometimes. This other mechanic kind of sucks. I don't think I like it. Oh, they route my Risen Reef, that would be a different story, that's true. Alright, 64 free, convince them to concede. I'm 3-1. Unfortunately, I have to go now, so I can't finish this league today, bros. Which I'm extremely sorry for, but... See you tomorrow as I complete this gameage. Tomorrow gonna be a lengthy stream. And remember to stay hydrated, stay based. And as I said, we'll see who cancels who. Which is irrelevant, but I like that phrase from the meme video. Meme video. So we'll see tomorrow who cancels who.